Another awesome video from Arcade Dude 44.
Arcade Dude 44 here at the 2012 Classic Gaming Expo. Let's go in. Got 8-bit whipping and computer here with a small set every couple hours. I'll be doing a separate video for the Video Game History Museum, so go ahead and check that one out. That should be up about the same time this one is. Lots of vendors here this year. Got Walter Day of the Twin Galaxies video games. You can check them out. I'll have a link below.
Read the rules that will take the game.
Cool deal going on here, Atari book. If you guys want to check this out, I'll give a link to this one below as well. Cool book about the early days at Atari. Kind of like business is fun, things like that. So you definitely want to check that out. Got my friend Sean here watching the booth, so he was at California Extreme with me a couple weeks ago, so you can check out that video as well. Really cool stuff here. Recycled Gamer. I'll have a link below to this as well. They actually hack controls for the awesome Vectrex system. These controls are actually hacked and actually connect to the Vectrex, as you can see here. So cool stuff. It's got a deluxe one over here. It's got a spin on it. A little while ago, they had one with a driving control hooked up to it. It was really cool. And they even have this big joystick.
It's got my decal on there, you know, that shows that it's been modded. And on the bottom, there's a made by Recycled Games. How many of these you have? With me.
What we're coming up to here is something that's very near and dear to me, as you may know. Arcade games. There are nothing like California Extreme, but because that was a dedicated arcade. This is more just kind of a side deal, but we do have some awesome arcade games here. I love playing this one. Later on after this video, I'm going to play it some more. It's an actual, I guess you'd call it a cockpit, early 1976 Night Driver. Very cool game. I remember playing when I was like 5 years old when it came out. Good stuff.
Probably the biggest difference, in my opinion, between classic games and current generation games is the amount of time that we spent tuning the games relative to the entire production effort. Because we had
really cool vendor. I picked up some Sega Master System stuff here a little while ago. Got a huge selection of games. I mean, huge. Pretty much every system. Great selection of Sega CD, 32X stuff as well. This booth goes all the way around. Even some actual Famicom, Super Famicom from Japan games. So good stuff. Cool. Sega CDX, nice little system. Back to the last of the arcade games here. Another Cocktail Turbo. One of those will be in my arcade. So it's always nice to see another one. About the same condition as mine too. Here's a little promo item the folks over at Disney have done. I don't know if it's a one-off or a hacked Nintendo one-up cabinet or what, but it's a little promotional item for their upcoming movie Wreck-It Ralph, which will be in theaters, I believe, November 2nd of this year. I'll try to come in just real quick. There's a long line, but I'll try to get a shot of it. And this is their booth.
I don't know. Why are you so freakishly annoying?
You see they're getting a little bit of visiting, which is good. Wow. Nintendo Family Computer, very cool. Really unique items that some of these vendors have. Over here, a cool deal. Actual overlays, reproduction overlays for the Vectrex system. And I'm trying to get in on this bid, but it looks like it's going to be too rich for my blood pretty soon. But they're auctioning off one of these. It's a hand-built kiosk, which is awesome. A Vectrex system, a 3D add-on, the light pen add-on, and overlays for pretty much every game with a multi-cart. This is really cool stuff. So these guys are really cool. If you have a Vectrex, then you want to check these guys out. It's vectrexoverlays.com. I'll put a link below. So again, anyone you'll get to know me, you'll know that I love Vectrex. So stuff like this is really cool. And I've checked them out earlier, they're really good quality. It pretty much looks original, so good stuff. And they have these iPad case. It's an actual hacked Macintosh case that you can put an iPad in. That's really cool. And they got Tron on it, that's always a good thing. So, folks, the Good Deal games are here. A lot of the awesome homebrew stuff here. These guys are really well known. Again, I'll throw a link below.
Leonard Herman's here. He's signing autographs, taking 5 off, so we'll be back in a few minutes.
Really cool games there. Fender has a whole bunch of stuff here. Kind of eBay pricing type stuff, so I'm not really getting anything, but they still do have an impressive display for sure. Unfortunately, a little pricey.
But I really am selling everything for 10, except for that one. Impossible Mission 2
this is pretty
at least
cool.
20. That usually goes on eBay for like 50, 60 bucks. And then
Some of the vintage computer software. Very cool stuff.
I love you anyway.
Folks over at Hyperkin. Do a lot of the it appears to be the USB controllers for the emulator crowd, which is very good. Some loose games and manuals for various systems. Over here, what's going on? I met John, Gamester 81 over here earlier. They're doing a Nintendo Championship. It's like in the 80s. Got some of the guys that won it back in the day here. Very cool. Fender has some really cool stuff here. Visited him earlier. Lots of stuff for actually a lot of systems. Even the Atari computers, the nice big box games, a bunch of that stuff back here. So, got all kind of stuff, replacement joysticks, a lot of software, very cool stuff. T-shirts. Very nice, a little Jaguar kiosk, Jaguar CD in it. A lot of Link stuff here. I actually want to take some time to show you this here. All right, over here at Electronite, and these guys have really cool homebrews. Space Patrol appears to be a Moon Patrol deal. This is for Intellivision, awesome vintage system. And you'll see one set up in my game room here when it's done. And we have some other ones, Mindhunter, Christmas Carol, and my favorite, which hopefully I'll be getting here before the show's over, D2K Arcade. Very, very cool game. I'll try to put a link below to this as well. Hopefully there is one.
There's two game companies. One is Electronite, and then there's Left Turn Only. Left Turn Only did Christmas Carol and Space Patrol. And these are Electronite games. Separate companies, but sisters companies.
Thank you very much. And this is William here, so very cool guy. Let me play Donkey Kong 2 here for a while, and if he's kind enough, I'll probably be playing it again. And like I said, hopefully buying one. This is a really cool homebrew game. This thing is way better than the old Coleco Donkey Kong on Intellivision, which, as we all know, left a lot to be desired. Here's a title screen of it right here. So yeah, this is actually what's in here now. As you can see, it's a real Intellivision, folks. No emulator stuff going here. And it's an amazing game, actually. You know what? I'm going to put a separate video up of the Donkey Kong 2 arcade as well. This game here. Cool little title screen. So yeah, look for that video somewhere here as well. Really cool guys here. Over here, stuff that's going to be in the auction. I'm sure it'll be too rich for my blood, so I probably won't be attending it, but check this out. An old vintage Intellivision computer, or from what it appears to be, have your little tape drive, and you would actually install your Intellivision in here, and you see where the cartridge port would go. And basically, some sort of computer mod, which is really cool. So, very good stuff. You see many items here for, well, not all this is auction, I guess. You folks will see that I do have a Star Path Supercharger. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the boxes, but you'll see more on that stuff when I get my room set up. So, lots of games here. Pretty much a lot of these vendors here have a lot of games. Very cool in here. Complete Gore, $15, not too bad for ColecoVision. It's actually a pretty good port. As we all know, ColecoVision, another awesome system. Recycled Gamer, that's what we're looking at here. And again, this is the one from another angle a minute ago, I showed that actually did the hacks for the controllers, which is very cool for the Vectrex. I'm not trying to be. Some systems appear to be in pretty good shape for sale. Good stuff. Looks like he has a Nintendo Neon sign here he's going to get going. Very nice. Walter Day here again. And this vendor I want to talk a little bit about. This is Atari2600.com. There is a link below that you'll see. Very cool vendor. I'm actually giving him a lot of business here, and if I had more money, I'd be giving him even more. Let me show you some of the items they have, folks. You got to go to their website. They have all kind of stuff for all the systems. And obscure stuff that I'd like to point out. Like here, we have the M Network joystick set that I had this when I was a kid. Unfortunately, I no longer have it, but very cool setup from the Mattel folks, who we'll be seeing in a minute. And little racing packs that have the driving controller for the 2600.
Oh, there you go.
Cool stuff. They have a new one in box below it, still sealed. A lot of Atari 2600 stuff, obviously, but they do have other stuff. I'm buying my stacks right over there.
I'm his advisor. I help with money. Yeah. I manage his money.
Yeah, he was a different Why not?
And that's basically going to be the Vectrex, a ColecoVision with an S-Video mod, and a couple games for Vectrex. So, as you can see, they have plenty more. Unfortunately, no multi-card, though. Lots and lots of games here. They even have these promotional items over here. Really cool stuff. These actual little cardboard standees. Basically, I guess, I don't really remember, but maybe the Sears or the game stores could just kind of put those up to hype the new games that were coming out. Cool stuff. Then they got a lot of their handhelds over there. A lot of that kind of stuff. Pretty much everything from Pong consoles over to more modern. And this is a really cool site here, folks. The Intellivision Blue Sky Rangers. Basically, these are original Intellivision programmers from Hawthorne, California back in the day. They actually programmed the Intellivision software. This is Keith Robinson right here. And very cool stuff. We got a cool 80s party thing going on here, which is really cool, where you can talk to him. I'm going to get an autograph a little later. And basically, just all kind of cool Intellivision stuff here. They even have a couple of the vintage systems set up, which I'll come around and get a picture of. Little 80s model here. Yeah, I'll get this sign. This is basically what they got going here. So 2012, kind of special year. It's the 30th anniversary of the golden era, 1982. Great time in the arcades, great time at home. Lots of cool electronic advancements at that time. So, see, they got an Astro Smash and a bunch of the old games right here. Like they currently have my favorite auto racing, but I for sure have it, and many other Intellivision games, which at least in my game room. Never coming around to where I came in, so hope you enjoyed the video, and see you later, YouTube.
End of line.